I finally finished the first season of Severance, and now I have to recruit more people to watch this show with me. Now, if you don't know, I'm not surprised because Apple TV does not care about promoting their shows. The second season of Severance and the little promotion they did, having them outside in cubicles in New York City and stuff like that, was the first time I've ever seen Apple TV promote a TV show. My mom has been telling me for months, probably years at this point, that Apple TV has some of the best TV shows. But honestly, until Severance, I didn't really care. I knew Ted Lasso was on there. I didn't care. Severance is the only one that finally broke the mold for me. Severance is a TV series about employees at Lumen Industries who undergo a procedure that separates their work and personal lives. The show explores the consequences of this unnatural process. Now, for confusion's sake, we have innies and outies. Your innies are the ones who stay inside the building and work, and your outies are the ones who made the decision to sever and basically are outside of your job. Simple? Okay. I think there are a couple reasons why you should watch Severance. First and foremost, I want to talk about the cinematography. There's a lot of symmetry and bright lights at Lumen where the innies work. They all have pretty neutral, solid colors. There's a lot of eerie and suffocating framing. A lot of the times the characters are framed in between walls, in between small little frame within a frame type of squares and rectangles to show how boxed in they are. But my absolute favorite shot in Severance is the elevator scenes. Every time they're in the elevator and they go from innie to outie, there is a vertical shot and it conveys perfectly that we are switching over from innie to outie. And when they do it, I kick my feet very giddily every time because I enjoy it every single time. I am a little bit of a note taker when I'm watching things, and not in a super duper serious way, but I do like to write down what I'm saying because I feel like, especially with a show, I'm gonna forget a lot. Severance is a bit of a sci-fi thriller. That's kind of the sub-genre box I would put it in. And there are themes of compartmentalization. There are themes of brainwashing. There are like human rights and politic themes also. And I think all of these things are placed very well within the story without feeling like they're throwing it in your face. Obviously, the whole point of being severed is compartmentalization. And as you watch through every episode, you can see kind of how it's an allegory for compartmentalizing our own day-to-day things and how even though you want to compartmentalize, you usually can't. I'm not going to spoil it for those of you who have not seen season 1 yet, but I want you guys to know that from the first episode, we jump right into the action. And there are a lot of questions that arise that get answered throughout the season. And I feel like a lot of times in today's shows, you hear people say, oh, you got to get to the third episode before it gets good. And I just think that's insane. Back in the day, people didn't have 5 episodes to get through. If that pilot wasn't good, your show was getting snatched off air. If the pilot wasn't good, your show probably wasn't even making it on air. So with Severance, I would definitely say as soon as you're in it, you're in it. And it kind of keeps you hooked the entire time. There are a lot of themes of human rights and brainwashing and the innies not being able to communicate with the outies and the outies being lied to about what the innies are doing. And it's a good amount of mess. It's a good amount of suspense. It's a good amount of tension building all the way up until the finale where I literally was like on the edge of my seat the whole time. I was literally standing up watching because I just was anticipating until we got to the bottom of this, if all the secrets were going to be revealed. Speaking of that season 1 finale, I was a little shocked when I found out that the first season of Severance came out in 2022. And you guys, and when I say you guys, I mean the people who've been watching since day 1, were waiting 3 years until you guys got season 2. And that cliffhanger, I honestly don't know how you guys waited for 3 years. I've seen some people tweet, why do you think we berated Ben Stiller every single day of those 3 years on here? It was torture. Another person said, I was Googling when will Severance new season come out every week for 3 years. And I think it's so funny because I know how it feels when a show is canceled on me. And although it's heartbreaking, I know that I'll never know. I'll never get that next season. And there's a little bit of closure in that. But when you watch a really good season and then you're not sure if they're going to bring another season back and you're just waiting and you're assuming it's canceled, but then you're not sure, I can only imagine the kind of torture you would feel, because this show truly is that good. People were honestly tweaking out about it. One person said, I would Google Severance season 2 every quarter. Did that all 3 of them years. So happy to be here. I'm glad that I got to the show late, because that means I can jump straight from season 1 into season 2. I've seen the first episode. I have a lot of catching up to do. I believe it's 10 episodes this season. So I'm going to get through those and I'm going to share how I feel with you through all of that. So let me know in the comments, have you guys seen Severance? Do you plan on watching it? Is this video the last thing to convince you to watch it? I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.